Love Halloween but can't go super scary? We've got you covered with these spook-tacular offerings from this channel by the House of Mouse. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best Disney Channel Halloween specials.
Why do you want to go someplace scary? You know you have that thing when you get scared. What thing?
For this list, we're looking at the most spook-tacular Halloween-themed episodes that this House of Mouse channel has ever given us on the small screen. While a good portion of these episodes do take place on Halloween, we're not labeling this as a necessity, as long as the tone and spirit are befitting of the holiday. Seeing as how we'll be recapping the events in these entries, a light spoiler alert is also in order. Number 10, Costumes and Courage, Austin and Ally.
We get to write a song that the biggest names in music will hear. Halloween just got a lot scarier.
One of the best parts about Halloween has to be unabashedly dressing up as crazy, kooky characters. Oftentimes it's just for fun, but other times it allows us to assume a whole new identity, as Ally Dawson learns here. When record label exec Jimmy Starr books a gig for Austin to sing a duet with none other than Taylor Swift at a Halloween party using Ally's new song, Ally is ecstatic. However, moments before the show, Taylor is inadvertently knocked out, unable to perform. Realizing that she and Taylor wore the same costume, Ally surreptitiously takes her place and absolutely kills it, finally able to overcome her stage fright. Taylor Swift herself doesn't actually appear in the episode, but her presence, or lack thereof, does not outshine Ally in the slightest. Number 9, October 31st, Kim Possible. We have all overcommitted at least once before, but it looks like Kim has never heard of party hopping, let alone telling the truth.
What are you supposed to be anyway?
The princess-inator.
Ah, right on.
Wanting to go to a last-minute Halloween party and shirk plans with Ron and her family, Kim begins weaving a whole web of lies to get out of it. Trouble is, the bracelet on her wrist is actually a high-tech piece of technology that can sense untruths, and gradually begins creeping up her body until it's become an irremovable suit of body armor. You know what they say, one lie turns into another, two lies turns into an irremovable suit of body armor. Now, Kimmy's gotta grapple with the mess she's made, and the villains that are after what she has.
While I must admit that your newly acquired superpowers are perhaps the coolest things I've ever seen in my life, I can't believe you lied to me!
Number 8, The Whining Jessie.
I love Halloween, terrifying kids until they burst into tears. Oh, it makes you feel like you've done something with your life.
We doubt that a lot of the child viewers of this show caught on, but we happen to love all the Shining references in this one, if the episode title wasn't any indication. In it, Jessie finds herself writing a short story that she plans to submit to a magazine editor at a nearby Halloween party. Trouble is, the kids missed their curfew while out trick-or-treating, so it's time for Jessie to go all Jack Torrance on them and track them down. Unfortunately for her, they've gotten themselves lost on the purportedly haunted 13th floor, and the lines between fun and scary become blurred. Terror ensues.
Here's Jessie!
Number 7, A Hero for Halloween, The Proud Family. Dressing up as something cool for Halloween is one thing, but becoming that thing is even cooler. In this episode, Penny isn't exactly in the Halloween spirit. That is, until eating her dad's spooky but disgusting snacks transforms her from a girl in a superhero costume into an actual superhero.
Oh, snap! That was close. I can fly?
For the rest of the night, Penny gets to enjoy a little bit of wish fulfillment, saving the city from a meteor, busting the Gross Sisters, and fighting off a ghostly homeowner. We're not sure how that last one works, but hey, we're not complaining. Oh, and did we mention Lil Romeo makes an appearance?
Ah, little Romeo up in his house. Hey, I'm buying my ticket now. Yeah!
Number 6, Torn Between Two Hannahs, Hannah Montana.
Your cousin Luann's coming to visit. Who was that?
Doppelgangers are just about one of the scariest things pervading pop culture right now. One need only see us to know that.
What are you people?
It's us.
However, this episode from 2006 seemingly beat the craze to the punch. When Miley's twin cousin comes to visit, Because, yeah, that's a thing. Her secret identity as Hannah Montana is put in jeopardy as the envious Luann plans to use their likeness to reveal it at a Halloween party. We mean Hannahween. Of course, it doesn't come to fruition, but getting to see Miley Cyrus play against herself, and despicably so, is most certainly a treat for fans of the show. Even her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, gets in on the fun in the final scene.
Put your drawers on, Robbie Ray, your brother's here. Good to see you too, Bobby Ray.
Number 5, a very scary story. Even Stevens.
All right? Yeah, sure thing. Eye exams. You should get your eyes tested every year. Or I guess.
Everyone knows zombies are scary, but brainwashed, eyeless, milk-slurping zombies? Now that is truly terrifying. While eye exams and milk are important, they're being put to sinister use by Principal Wexler and the Igor-esque Coach Tugnut, as Lewis learns that all those who undergo the procedure come out mindlessly promoting spotless records and overall skeletal health. This leads to Lewis evading capture throughout the school, only to learn that Wren was the mastermind behind the scheme all along, which was the first step in creating an army of Wrenplicates. Of course, this all turns out to be a spooky story Lewis is telling the gullible beans, but it gives us the willies nonetheless. Oh, and penguins are scary too, we guess. Number 4, Halloween, Wizards of Waverly Place.
Stop calling it a haunted house. It's not even scary. You just do stupid skits about making bad choices.
When your show's central conceit involves magic, the bar is set higher for a Halloween special. The same is essentially true for the Russo's Haunted House, who have been disappointing since, well...
And frankly, your haunted house has been a disappointment since...
Forever.
In an effort to amp up the scare factor lest their haunted house be stripped away from them, they finally decide to capitalize on their advantages by enlisting the help of some real-life ghosts. Turns out though, ghosts are about as bumbling in the afterlife as they were before they died, and the talent is hard to come by. Save for the generally genial Mantooth who tormented Justin as a kid, who proves to be so scary that the haunted house gets shut down anyway. Well, chalk that one up as a moral victory.
We never send Alex to do anything ever again. All in favor?
Aye. Now, let's go get some candy.
Number 3, Night of the Day of the Dead, Lizzie McGuire. Usually Halloween is for treats, but sometimes it's gotta be for tricks.
Well, I guess I could let you be the dungeon mistress. Really? Yeah, but you're going to have to clean out the janitor's utility room where we're putting the dungeon.
In preparation for the Fright Night party at the school, the stuck-up Kate steals Lizzie's role of dungeon mistress and disrespects Miranda's Day of the Dead decorations. This incurs the wrath of Miranda's dead ancestors, or so it would seem, who begin picking off Lizzie and her friends whilst saving Kate for last. By the time Kate's number is up, she's made a complete fool of herself, just before Lizzie and company reveal it was all an elaborate ruse to get back at her. Did they go too far? Maybe, but they did such a good job, they even had us going for a while.
What's the matter, Kate? The zombie got your tongue.
Number 2, Don't Have a Cow, That's So Raven.
Listen, Alana, we wouldn't want to come to your party even if you begged us. Or asked us nicely. I mean, you can give us a little winky wink between girls or something.
Remember when we said this list wouldn't be super scary? Yeah, this entry is the exception. Of course, the supernatural will never cease to evade Raven on Halloween, as evidenced by Raven's home. In this That's So Raven episode, however, when Raven and Chelsea are not invited to Alana's Halloween party, they turn to some witchcraft. Using a spellbook, the girls manage to get themselves invited, but then get greedy by also wishing for the best costumes and having everyone's eyes on them. Yeah, careful what you wish for, because it turns out one of Chelsea's vegetarian anti-cow buttons got into the potion, and gradually their costumes come to life. By the party's end, they've become full-blown cows, and the transformation is terrifying. Way beyond Disney Channel standards.
If I'm second, then who's first? Raven and Chelsea?
This list is spooky. Disney Channel sure knows how to celebrate Halloween. In fact, they do it so well, we've got a few extras in the honorable mentions. So let's check those out and then we'll unmask our number 1 pick.
But to be honest, I don't think that's a very spy-like costume.
Yeah, trust me, it is.
Hey, who would you rather marry? Frankenstein the monster or the crazy Dr. Frankenstein?
Well, my dad would want me to marry the doctor, but I have to say I find those neck bolts strangely attractive.
Did I ever tell you about the time I went to Southwest Denver Community College?
Me want donut. Me want donut.
Well, things are getting a little ugly. We'll see you at Thanksgiving.
Look over at you!
We just Goomery gotcha! Say it, middle schooler.
Fine. I was scared.
Something else is here. Something else is here. Goodbye, Riley. Goodbye, Riley. Goodbye, Riley. It's gonna eat me now.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Ghost in Suite 613. The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Don't tell me you saw the ghost in Suite 613. There's a ghost in the hotel? Cool! Let's go see it!
You gotta be careful about how many tricks you pull, because the people you get just might want revenge. While Zach's always been a troublemaker, his quota has been higher than usual. So when word comes around that Suite 613 is haunted, the twins make a bet that the other cannot spend the night there without chickening out. This eventually leads to Esteban conducting a seance in an attempt to assuage the vengeful spirit and put it to rest. While the following theatrics turn out to only be an elaborate prank being pulled on Zach, they certainly had us going. And they're only heightened by Esteban's animated performance when he acts possessed. Although, like any good ghost story, it turns out the legend was real all along.
Excuse me, is this yours?
Yeah, thanks.
Don't mention it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.